Ah, what a beautiful fire. The flames, scarcely red, burn with an intensity and passion, and yet that passion calms the room like a painting that an artist exerts all of their blood, sweat, and tears into, and entices any viewer who lays their eyes upon it, opening the gates for emotion and indulgence of the inner spirit of man. You know, this fire reminds me of a beautiful starry night in the magnificent city of Paris, drinking a tall glass of crème d'Alsace from the Alsace vineyards, looking over the horizon and slowly absorbing the beauty around me. What a gorgeous night. Then the mob comes by with that rat bastard King Louis XVI's bloody head on a pike. That's right, baby. It's the year 1793, and the reign of terror is in full swing. That is exactly what this crimson fire reminds me of. Death to the rich. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you come in. I was just talking to myself. But I'm glad you're here, because it's time for my daily fanfiction indulgence. Yeah, I like to do this because, well, I'm a young man seeking love. I know, there's a stereotype that only middle-aged women like this stuff, but I don't know, I just like it. Nothing wrong with that, right? The passion, the connection between lovers, it temporarily alleviates that feeling of loneliness that I feel from time to time. It's not just the sex either. I mean, it's mostly the sex because, again, I'm a young man, but the love is what also keeps me invested in these stories. It gives me hope that maybe I'll find it one day. True love in its purest form. What the hell with that? We're reading shitty One Direction fanfictions on Wattpad! One Direction, for those unaware, was a boy band starring these little twinks on their quest to ruin pop music from 2010 to 2016. I jest, of course, but they're no Oingo Boingo. What? That doesn't sound interesting? Well, getting in my house was easy, but getting out will be far more challenging, you see. I say the same thing to the girls in my basement now that I think about it, but that's not important right now. What is that you are here with me to engage on our journey through the absolutely magical world of One Direction fanfiction, judged by my all-horny eye. But what do we read? I skimmed through most of these, and to be honest with you, even for Wattpad stories, these are pretty run-of-the-mill garbage. Most are what you'd expect from a shitty, inexperienced writer. There's no passion, no rich, invigorating plot. As you know, I'm a man who likes the sex that I've definitely had, passionate and romantic, and all I'm getting is boring preteen fantasy. Where's the closeness? Well, you can't get much closer than that now, can you? No, your eyes do not deceive. This is a real thing that you can find on the internet right now. On Wattpad! I'm so excited. I can't look away, and neither can Cole Sprouse, whoever this is. We all know how rowdy and immature our beloved boys can get. Read about what happens when they get a little bit too out of hand. Though I know there is no way this happens in real life. Let's just use our imaginations, eh? Warning, spanking, obviously, occasional explicit medical procedures. It says here that there are rectal temps and enemas, and yup, there is, in that order, too! The plot is that one of them gets sick, I think it's the white one, and in order to fix him, they have to spank him and shove thermometers and enemas up his ass, and that's a sentence I never thought I'd say. I didn't really read much of this, but can you blame me? That being said, if you're looking for a One Direction fanfiction involving rectal health, you'll probably find what you're looking for with this. Just to help you understand the type of stories we're dealing with here, let's look at another gem by JewJoy16, simply titled One Direction Spanking Story. What do you think this title means? I'm no English teacher, but I feel like this title is a work of art on its own. The word story, it seems to wrap these loose words into one package of mystery, as it were. When I think of story, I think of a world full of life and depth. I don't know, you guys. I think that finally, after years of searching, a writer has popped up that understands what I love in reading. Yes! I feel an immediate connection with this story. I cannot wait to explore the world of One Direction Spanking Story. I made a huge mistake saying that. Turns out that this is not as good as I thought it would be. Who would have guessed, right? But alas, this is a fanfiction story time, so let me read to you what I thought to be the highlight of Chapter 1. Good boy. Walks toward him and starts laying down hard smash with both badass trousers.
Ah, Zane, no more, please!
You have 10 more!
Zane, please!
Hush, Niall, or I will add more!
Okay!
Okay, these are the last 5. Count for me and don't lose track of them, or I will start over. No,
Ow! 1! 2, 3. I can't. 4.
Last one, babe. Smart sport.
Ah!
Yup, that's a thing that exists in the world and in my search history. What a peculiar thing to read, huh? I can't do this anymore. Why does this exist? What's the purpose of this? People out there write One Direction spanking fetish porn. We're not inside to defend ourselves from coronavirus. We're inside to defend ourselves from these psychopaths. It's not even ironic terrible. Like, I read this to be, haha, look at this terrible writer making weird cringe butt abuse stories. But none of this has any meaningful substance. Just like most of One Direction's songs, actually. That worked out pretty well. But no! I came for love and got butt abuse, which only works out in S&M. Which only works out never! This disappoints me. I wish there was a way to make my feedback known. Wait. Ongoing? Does that mean I can— Hi, Jujoy! Huge fan! I just wanted to give feedback on what I thought of this amazing spanking story. My first problem is that this is really weird, dude. I don't know what kind of problems you have that resulted in this, but I mean, come on, this is ridiculous and you know that. Anyway, my second problem is that there's no intimate connections, or at least not in the first page, which is the only one I read, because I'm not like any of the lunatics who actually read this cringe from beginning to end, and spanking is only for S&M, I mean never. Hopefully this constructive feedback to help you out. Let me know when your next chapter goes up. Again, I'm a huge fan.